Hello, ARFCOM family. Thanks for tuning in. We're currently at the beautiful facilities at ETTS in Waxahachie, Texas. Paul, Andrew, and I, we went yesterday to the Primary Arms Range Day and had an absolute blast.
Indeed.
You know, it was supposed to be coupled up with NRAM. NRAM canceled for COVID, but Primary Arms just had this magnificent facility. They said everybody could social distance and we can just be safe and have fun, and we did exactly that. Now, it was really hot and humid.
Oh man,
How many shirts did you go through?
I went through 3 shirts. Houston, South Texas humidity was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of humidity, they dared me. They were like, I bet you could cut the humidity with a knife, and yeah, I dulled it. Just dull. So yeah. But yeah, we had a great time, man. CMMG, just multiple people. Dead Air Silencer, Silencer Co.
Lots of brands. And,
Yeah.
and they showed. So that was awesome. You know, even with the show canceled, they all showed up, and it was an awesome range day.
Oh yeah. So, what was your favorite part?
We went to the HK booth and they had the SP5, the 22 LR version with a fake suppressor shroud on there. It was as guilty fun as I could have all day long. That and the CMMG booth with that other 22.
Yeah.
What'd you call it?
Boonville typewriter, right?
Yes, the Boonville typewriter. Mike from CMMG, he said, this thing is new, we just put it together. And I asked him, I said, have you christened it yet? Does it have a name? And so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the Boonville typewriter becomes its new official name.
Make it catch on.
Yeah, hashtag Boonville typewriter.
Right?
But yeah, we went and spent quite a bit of time. We went with Mike Pappas at Dead Air. Mike Pappas, he was in his typical entertaining form.
Always entertaining. Yeah, that was a blast. And of course, we also did some really oddball stuff, which we did a pistol duel, the cowboy duel. That was fun. I have a nice welt right now. Thanks, Jack. We had the shoot house.
Yes.
That was really cool as well.
So it was a lot of fun. You went all through this little catacomb, all through the building. They had barrels set up that you had to step over, trip wires, and what was it, 3 bad guys?
Yep, 3 bad guys to save the princess.
Yeah, and it was all done with simunitions, which
Yeah.
was really neat. So you're going through and these guys are firing at you, and you've got all the muzzle flash and all the bang, and you're actually sending a projectile at them that's less lethal. That proved to be a ton of fun.
It was a blast, but I still felt bad about shooting the guy in the face.
Yeah, Paul shot him right in the face.
Checked as well. It was a good time.
And of course, the cowboy duel. That cowboy duel was a ton of fun.
That was a blast, man.
You got shot in the stomach.
I got, yeah, and it managed to go right underneath the carrier, right above my carry, and yeah, it's just
Well, Andrew and I shot each other in the
fun
thumbs.
driving.
That was what was funny. I've heard people say often, you know, if you're ever in a shootout, that you shoot for the gun. It's just the subliminal thing. And he and I both at the same time shot each other in the thumb. And so I was like, "Oh, dude, you shot me in the thumb." He walks up and he's got a yellow painted thumb too. But they were little CO2 powered revolvers with paintballs in them. They geared us all
pretty
up.
cool.
Yeah,
It was definitely fun. And,
Cowboy hats for show and authenticity.
Exactly. Well, it was unique stuff. Little things. A lot of the shows we go to that they're just, go make the bangs. And it was nice to be able to step away, have some fun, do an oddball thing. We also did the Battle Buddy 3-gun, which turned into 2-gun. That one was really fun as well. It was just a unique event, and it was a blast. I know I definitely want to play with some of those Grey Ghost slides. We've been playing with some 80% builds, and I kind of want to get my hands on a few of those.
yeah, that Grey Ghost tactical stuff was pretty sweet.
Absolutely. The bags too.
Yeah, and I was taking one of their, it was the AR-10 platform. It was a 6.5 Creedmoor, and I was shooting it at 1,000 yards. That was a ton of fun.
It was great.
Of course, SIG showed up. They had their cross, the SIG
This
cross.
is in 4K, so I'm going to help you out.
Oh, okay. And of course, SIG showed up. SIG had their cross. We were shooting it at 1,000
Oh, it was
yards.
great.
Yeah, just a really good day. Awesome of Primary Arms to put that on.
Of course. Especially considering it was a separate event, but still, with the show canceled, it's nice to know that it still happened.
What are you trying to get your hands on?
Oh, dude, what am I not trying to get my hands on? I know Ryan from Silencer Co., when we were there yesterday, he said he's going to bring up a couple of suppressed levers here to ETTS.
Today.
So yeah, he'll be here today with a couple of suppressed levers. So yeah, big thanks to Ryan from Silencer Co. That's right in my wheelhouse. So we're supposed to have a big freaking 460 with a can on the end of it, and then of course just a Henry X, the 357. So yeah, I'm chomping at the bit for that. Of course, we will have video. Of course, we will have video.
Yep.
And with Primary Arms putting this event together, like we mentioned, the Shoot House, the Cowboy Duel, and that 3-gun, it's the Battle Buddy 3-gun, and it's for people that are in wheelchairs. And they actually had a wheelchair for us to strap into. And it was very unique, because if you're right-handed, as you're coming up with your wheelchair, you don't want to have to overextend yourself. So you really, of all the things you have to remember, you've got to turn yourself in that chair. That way when you present your pistol, that you're actually presenting it in a way that's physically possible. So that was a challenge. And then with me sitting there, I'm not used to sitting in something like that.
Oh,
so,
with your legs being as narrow as with that, yeah.
So, as I'm doing it, I'm doing the wheel, I turned in, I actually presented the firearm, did okay. But then I turned, I went over to the rifle. About that time, I'm like, dude, you're starting to get shaky because you're not breathing. And it was just
breathing is good.
it was eye-opening to different levels of difficulty with different. I don't really know how to say it. Just different people, different walks of life. And then also, I've never actually been like in the Cowboy Duel. I've never actually been in this little thing where somebody's really going to shoot something at me. It won't hurt me. Well,
kind of
hurt. But, it's definitely not lethal. But you really understand what it is to be in a firefight, so to speak. And then especially the Shoot House too.
Yeah, the Shoot House for sure.
That was eye-opening as well. You always talk about going in and clearing a room, pie cutting your doorways and things like that. Now you've legit, as you're pie cutting your doorway, you've legit got muzzle flash and booms and bangs and dudes shooting back at you, screaming and yelling. And so it's those three aspects of the Primary Arms Range Day. I believe those are going to stand out in my mind from here on as we go to different events.
Absolutely.
Anyway, that's all we had for you guys. We just really appreciated Primary Arms putting on the event, so we wanted to give it some coverage. If there are any products that we talked about that you do want us to get our hands on and review, let us know in the comments below. Anything you guys want to add?
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Follow Pat RMG.
Follow Pat RMG. Also us, though.
Hopefully you already subscribed if you're here, right?
Right.
If not, make sure you do that.
Boom.
Don't miss anything fun.
Rock and roll. We'll catch you guys next time.
I love you.
Store brand Andrew.
It's like something's off. I don't know what it is. I feel like things have changed from the last news video that released a few hours ago.